that is really part of the professionalism of being an artist. So now,
So you smooth where you've cut.
I smooth both surfaces, and these will be hard-fired mating surfaces, right? So this is it, and I'm going to seal it, and I'm not going to get back inside. Once I put the lid on, it's on, and that's why I'm trying to emphasize the importance of doing your refinement now, and then when the lid goes on, you don't go back inside. That's it.
Oh, you don't glaze the inside?
Well, let me clarify that.
Okay.
We won't get back inside until it comes out of the bisque firing. We never glaze anything that's not been bisque fired. And this material, called Wax Resist, it's really funky stuff. It's a water-soluble wax coating. And, you know, legend has it that this was developed as a lubricant for oil drilling rigs in the Arctic because it is biodegradable and water soluble.
That's funny.
And for years and years, the big 50-gallon drum of it at the ceramic supply said Chevron on the side of it. And then they quit using it, and ceramists all over the country kind of scrambled to find a substitute for the good old Wax Resist. And there are a number of companies that make this material now. And there's a green brand made by a company called Aptosa that is the Deluxe. You know, it's the vintage Cabernet of Wax Resist. So I've got it on my base surface. I'm going to put it on the lid as well. And I'm going to work quickly, whoops, wrong spot, to try and join this together. Wax Resist. Now this is something we can paint it on the bottom of our bisqueware in order to keep the glaze from sticking. We can paint it on in between layers of glaze in order to mask out portions of our layers in order to prevent one layer from coating another. Okay, now that I've got this done, I'm hoping I'm going to find the fit of this that away. Now I'm just going to set it in place. Oh, I'm going to get down here so I can really see the rim. And so you can see it. I'm going to line it up first. See it? All lined up. Now, see how this is out a little bit and that's in?
Yep.
Pooched out? I'm just going to seal that baby up, just like I'm gluing it together. And I'm going to force that fit down tight. I'm really pushing down on the top of this, and I'm smoothing that junction. And what is going to happen is that this Wax Resist, see how that side's out?
Yes.
And that's a funky fit? Watch what happens when I compress it, make a beautiful tight seam. And what happens in my boxes is that people don't think they're boxes because the lid
You can't tell.
has been integrated into it. And this Wax Resist technique allows me to force a really tight fit of the lid while the clay is still a little malleable. And even if I smudge over that seam a little bit, this thing is going to come off. And what will happen is that I've got a nice, clean, and I can even push this up now and compress that into an even tighter fit at the seam. And clay is going through most of its movement between wet clay and becoming bone dry. It really doesn't move much once it's bone dry. So in the bisque, bone dry to bisque is probably maybe 2% shrinkage. But we probably have 8 or 10% shrinkage from bag clay to this condition. And so now we want to make the clay think that it's all one monolithic piece of stuff.